Today I finally get to visit the nursery. All right, first I'm gonna get a couple of these guys because I definitely need them. Oh my goodness, look at all these beautifuls. Okay, I think that's pretty good. I have quite a few things in this cart. Alright, I am done shopping for plants. I actually grabbed a few from this local nursery, but I also went to Lowe's and grabbed a couple of extra things. I'm going to show you all of that here in a minute, but this is where I'm going to be putting all of those plants. These are the two planters, the two corten steel planters that I have in front of my house. I normally don't show you this area, the front of the house, because up until last fall, this area was just kind of messy. If you don't know, we live in a fixer-upper and we are fixing it as we go, and the front of the house was just the last part. But we're finally getting to the front of the house, and these huge planters were put here last fall, and I absolutely love them. If I remember correctly, the size of these planters are 26 by 26 by 26. And I have had these guys for about 3 years now. They were in another part of my garden and I moved them here because I just knew that I wanted them here. They're pretty big. I removed most of my Christmas decor that I had here. I had some evergreens. I just got rid of them. But I'm going to show you what I got to plant in these guys. Obviously, because it's spring, I got a couple of pansies and these are lovely. I just love that dark purple color. I am not a purple kind of girl, but this is more like a burgundy type of color, and I just love it. I got a couple of trays of those. I also got these ranunculus. They had these. They're not gonna get pretty big, but I just love this color right here. And they're getting ready to open, and this right here is just going to match beautifully with the centers of the pansies. I only got 6 of those and they're pretty big, so hopefully I can pop them here and there to make a nice statement. These right here are perennials. These are creeping phlox. I have a few of those in another area in my garden, and I figure why not? I'm going to have to split these guys. I got 6 of them. It's all going to make sense once I actually place them. But I really like that soft purple color. I think that's just going to play really well with everything. And originally I wanted to get some hellebores, but they were already full in bloom. And I really didn't want to pay a lot of money for something that is just going to bloom for a couple of weeks. So instead I got me some daffodils. And these guys are just opening up. They're barely coming through. So hopefully I can get a little bit more blooming time from them. And surprisingly, they had a bunch of stock. I am currently growing a bunch of stock in my garden, but These guys were so pretty and so huge and grown already. I mean, they're already blooming. They have different colors, but this is the only color that I kind of like to go together with everything. And I'm pretty excited. I normally don't deal with stock that much, so fingers crossed that they look great in there. And that's pretty much everything that I got here. I am going to start putting this together. I have this idea in my mind. I don't know how that's going to work, but we'll see. It's quite a beautiful day out here. I am going to add a little bit of height to these planters. I do have an obelisk, a round obelisk that I'm going to use, that I'm going to play here. That's going to give it a nice bump. I normally don't do this kind of different soil levels in planters. But lately I have been following this guy, Plant Parenting, I believe that's his handle on Instagram. If you love to do containers, I highly recommend that you follow this guy. And I am inspired today. I am going to be doing this. I'm actually going to send him this video. Hopefully he gives me a thumbs up and he can give me tips on what I can do to do this better. But I am going to add this for height. I'm going to fill it up with soil. And I'm going to just kind of bring you along and show you how everything is playing. I am not going to talk too much. I'm just going to show you how everything is coming along. So hopefully if you like it, you can do something in your own garden in this size or something smaller. I wonder if I need to have this slightly higher. I think I do. I think I'm going to raise this a little bit higher because I just want more height. There we go. There we go. That's much better. really like how everything turned out. In retrospect, I should grab an extra tray of pansies because, believe it or not, this one planter has a whole tray of pansies. They're small and the containers are super huge, so they definitely take a little bit more plants than normal. Okay, I love this. I absolutely love this. Now I am going to do the second one, and hopefully I can mimic everything that I did here. I am really happy with how these containers turn out. I definitely need to grab probably another tray of pansies because I would like to pop a couple more here and there. There are some areas where I can see the black container, and I am just so happy with how they look. I wasn't sure about the obelisk there being round with the square planters, but I think that they really work well together. If you are wondering, the obelisk, it's a metal obelisk that I found on Amazon. It is a really great quality for the price. I think that I pay under $50 for each, and I can reuse this piece for many seasons. I think that is one piece that I'm definitely really happy to have in my garden. The perennial phlox that I'm using here is definitely going to be one that I'm going to have to transplant here in a couple of months into my garden. I have plenty of spaces where I can use this purple lovely, so that's definitely one that I'm happy to be able to keep for many years. I cannot wait to see how those daffodils open. I know they're the simple single variety, but I know that they're just going to look adorable being framed by those obelisks there. I am going to try to add links to everything that I have here, both the planters and the obelisk. Right now is a perfect time, at least for me here in central Indiana, where I can go to my local nurseries, and there are tons of things that I can choose from as far as spring containers go. Everything looks beautiful. Everything looks amazing. What do you guys think about these planters? Will you do something like this? Will you try it? Thank you for being here, you guys, and I will see you on the next time.